Hey, Lou.
Yeah.
I'm cold like December snow.
Whoa. What are you doing?
I have carved
No,
out
no,
this
no.
soul
What?
made of
No.
stone,
No, I know what
and
this
I will
is.
drag
I
you
know what
down
this is.
and
No.
sell
No,
you
come
out.
on.
Embraced by the darkness, I'm losing the light. Encircled by
Oh, man.
demons, I'm fight. One man
Oh.
band.
What
What
have I
have I
become?
become?
No,
Nothing
come on.
short
Okay.
of defeat.
Hit the
Nothing
music.
but
Hit the
love, never
music.
gone.
Welcome to TFSPOD, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast. It is 24/7 Lou, and that's...
Rick Hard saying, I may not have picked Inner Circle to win, but damn it, am I glad they won.
And that's...
The one-man band. I'm becoming. A champion in this world.
Yes, folks, welcome to TFSPOD, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast. Number one show in your heart, number one show in your friend's heart, number one show in your girls, dogs, friends, neighbor's heart, and on YouTube, and also best show on a Saturday to record. Just saying. Anyway. So yes, this will be the episode that we will be talking about AEW's Double or Nothing, the aftermath of what happened on that show and what happened with our competition. So I do have to say one thing. Good job. All three of you that won. We'll bring that up in a second here. But what's the most favorite line everyone loves? The one-man band?
And it goes, Rickard, get the scoreboard.
Alrighty, so scoreboard shows. Well, Lou, we'll throw you a bone here. I know you're a little flustered because you just had to hear the best singing in the world.
No.
You're still in the lead. You're still in the lead despite the setback. That's 7 points.
Yes.
One-man band, however, is right on your tail now with a 6. Count them, 6 points.
Beautiful.
And then I myself trail both of you guys, but don't worry. I'm making my moves. 5 points. That's right. 5 points. I'm not doing that. 5 points.
Come on, Booker T.
And then you've got Jay Few, who has recently tied for 4th place with the randomizer with this recent win at 2 points. And then new person on the scoreboard, finally above the 0 mark, Big Al. That's right. He also got the win at AEW, Double or Nothing this year. 1 point on the board, and then everyone else is at 0.
He's keeping that streak alive, Big Al.
Including Bogey.
Of course.
E-Bog.
E-Bog, yeah.
And
Hold on. E-Gob. Sorry, E-Gob. Sorry, I said it wrong. E-Gob.
Yeah. Well, his alter ego, his actual ego, every ego is 0.
So wow. So the winners of that was the one-man band, Jay Few and Big Al won that predictions battle. I guess with that comeback, I guess we ended with that comeback comment at the end of the last episode. Oh wow, there it is. It's coming alive. I thought it was gonna be Rick Hard's comeback, but yeah, it's good.
No, for the record, we all had very different picks with certain matches.
Yeah.
But the people who won got a 7 out of 10 in terms of correct matches called.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Not bad. Should have been more, but we'll talk about that.
All right. So
should have been more. That's so right.
Oh.
That is so right, one-man band. I know exactly what match you're talking about.
Yeah, you know. You already know what's coming.
All right, let's go through the matches as quickly as we can because I want to talk about some specific matches and how they ended.
Hey.
Oh, gosh.
All right, so what was our first match for the night?
First match was Serena Deeb versus Rio.
Yep.
For the
NWA Women's
NWA Women's Championship.
Yeah, NWA Women's World Championship. Yeah.
And Serena Deeb got the win, so she retained her title.
Yep.
Setting up the night perfectly for J Few and one man band.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Correct. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that did not work out for me either. I was like, come on.
Me too.
On, Rio.
Yeah,
so
man.
yeah, so that's how our night started.
Yeah. All right. Next match.
So next match to follow, if I'm not mistaken, was Young Bucks versus Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Correct.
And that was the match where
The Young Bucks won that one, right?
Yes.
Young Bucks won. I'm trying to see who got points. The experts got the points.
Yes.
You, me, and One Man Band.
Yeah.
Got points. So
Wait,
One Man Band was still in the lead, and then he was in the lead with 2 points.
Let me add real quick that the entrance for John Moxley and Eddie Kingston with Wild Thing playing in the backgrounds was I gotta say that was a very nice kick because it made the crowd extremely rowdy, and Eddie Kingston coming out with the Chico's Bail Bonds Chicago Bears or the Bad News Bears uniform was a very cool throwback. Basically they blended Bad News Bears and Major League 2, which are two of my all-time favorite movies. So that to me was definitely was a moment of nostalgia for me, and the crowd was going nuts. Moxley was throwing chairs to the crowd. You know, they were loving it.
Actually, let's talk about that. This is our first pay-per-view we see. Well, for AEW with a crowd in it. Oh, is it a big crowd, a bigger crowd? Because otherwise I've had crowd before.
Yeah. This was like the first significant crowd.
Yeah. Like this will be like to rival whatever WrestleMania had. WrestleMania had more, but a bigger venue. But yeah, this was pretty cool for AEW.
Isn't Double or Nothing? Isn't Double or Nothing their WrestleMania?
Basically, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay, then there you go. So they had to come out there with something big, and they did. And it was pretty cool seeing the audience there. And Rickard, you said you know somebody that was over there?
Yes. I had a coworker over there. He said the crowd was rowdy, and just very, very amped up to be there. It's like he kind of, it made sense. He was like, yeah, it seemed like everybody's just been tired of being cooped up indoors after all this time.
Man.
They just had that energy to get it off. And he said by the time the main event came around, everyone's like half the crowd's vocal cords were like so strained. Few of them could sing along to the song we so eloquently started singing in the intro.
Yeah.
But they still kept trying no matter what. So that crowd was amped.
And that crowd did like get everyone going when we talked for I think it's a later match, the battle royale. The crowd was in there into that match too with the intro of who we'll mention later on, the eventual winner. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yep.
So all right, so then Young Bucks won that one. They defended, they retained. And what was the next match?
Set the score fairly nicely. Then we had, if I'm not mistaken, the next match was Adam Page versus Brian Cage.
Yeah.
The Rage in the Cage.
Oh, that's where I got burned.
Where Adam Page turned the page on Brian Cage, Mister. I don't think I picked Brian Cage, Lou.
I thought I had it wrong, man.
Yeah, One Man Band. Just to give you some heads up, behind the scenes, Lou was messaging me like, "Wait a minute," because he left me in charge of the scoreboard. Big mistake.
Maybe that's what happened
for the night. No, that's not what happened. I played the instant replay because that's how it goes on TFSPOD.
There we go.
Yeah.
We have it all in recording. So you can't just come out of nowhere and say, no, I picked this guy to win 2 minutes before the match started.
I'm guilty of that too. It happened to me too. Remember with Sasha and Bailey?
Oh yeah.
I swore that I had said Sasha, but no, or I think it was. I know that it was like
in your case, you called it out on air, and I absolutely pulled up the recording on air.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. That's right. Yeah, I was like, oh, I swore I said that, but that is what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lou was intelligent enough to say, "Hold on a second, I highly doubt he's wrong, but let me challenge it anyway."
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. Normally, I would take a picture of it. Usually, when sometimes these pay-per-views, I'm not able to watch them live or whatever, or have my notes with me. So wherever I'm at, I before I leave home, I take a picture of the notes. I write it down. And I didn't do it this time, and that's why I was like, wait a minute, Then I remember the line I said. Well, you reminded me of the line I said that I was wrong.
Yeah,
The headline tomorrow will say,
I did.
Cage beats Page. Yeah, right.
It was you were the only one that went Cage.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know.
Cage
Yep.
the Page.
yeah. So many missteps for everyone in this show, because everyone, even the people who won at some point, and I'm sure One Man Band can attest to this, were like, "Come on, I should have gotten that point."
Yeah.
Yeah, no question. And there was, we'll get to that.
All right, so next match?
If I'm not mistaken, the next match was the Casino Battle Royal,
Yeah.
which ended up with nobody getting a point
Yeah. They had us on the edge of the seat.
because they did. The suits things, so let's break down certain people's picks. We three, if I'm not mistaken, we went with
Four of us.
Christian Cage.
Four of us.
We were three, and then Big Al also went Christian.
Yeah.
Yes.
J. Few went Dustin Rhodes. His pick got eliminated very early on.
Quickly.
Yeah. And the randomizer's pick didn't even get to appear.
Nope.
The randomizer picked
That's
QT
right.
Marshall, and it had been replaced with someone else who even One Man Band, when it happened, was like, so the randomizer doesn't get a point no matter who wins at this point? And I'm like, no, we'll go with the replacement rule. And then I whispered to him, like, yeah, like, I don't think they're going to win.
And actually, as soon as we said that, I think that person got eliminated right away. Right away.
And I was just like, well, the randomizer's picks out. And then, sure enough, Christian makes it to the end. Matt Hardy's playing the whole, I got my crew in the ring, so we're just going to eliminate everybody with numbers. And then Jungle Boy and Christian teamed up to turn the tide.
Also, I want to mention the TBA. Nobody went with TBA on that one like we've done in the past. And it was Leo Rush came out.
I learned my lesson. Leo Rush came out. I remember going, is that the Bobby Lashley guy?
Bobby Lashley.
There you go. Yeah. I couldn't do the inflection, but
Bobby Lashley.
I said, is that guy? And then I saw him doing the moves, and I said, wow, he's really good.
No, I've seen him in action, and I've seen him on NXT. Yeah, he was really good. His in-ring moves, but he was out quickly.
I mean, he was facing three people. They even tried to soften the blow there. He's like, well, he was up against three guys. I'm like, get out of here.
You put him up to be out there, three guys. But yeah, so we had Jungle Boy.
He had a good showing. And then ultimately Jungle Boy got the feel good win.
Which I didn't think that was gonna happen. I'm like, I don't get what with this move.
I was kicking myself in the back because I'm like, come on, I wanted to go Jungle Boy, but then I said, nah, Christian got that big return.
Yeah.
Thing, that whole announcement. I'm like, yeah, it made sense. Nope, Jungle Boy.
Yep. So and also and that one the crowd's behind Jungle Boy too. From the minute he stepped, when he got in with his song and everything, right?
Yeah, they were.
I'm telling you. I'm sorry to cut you guys off, but I'm telling you, Tony Khan buying the rights to Tarzan Boy for Jungle Boy was the greatest thing he ever did. Like that song fits him so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like man, that song, you couldn't have picked a better song for him. Like it's just perfect. Yes, the Jurassic Express theme song is good, but for him, that Tarzan Boy song, it's an 80s classic, bro. And he bought the rights to that song. He could play that song 50,000 times a day if he wants to, and he doesn't have to worry about anything. It's amazing.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, that goes to show he's at least behind the kid. So
Yeah, no question. That just shows like an owner that cares. I mean, there's some things about him that I'm kind of like worried about, but that's for another time. But I mean, for the most part, he's he really like gives a S. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, next match. Who do we have?
Well, I was gonna say, Lou, before you
sorry
tried to steamroll over my opinion here.
Oh no.
Sorry.
What I gotta stop. I think the mistake I gotta stop making with these battle royal matches is because I keep going like, oh, I mean, they get a title shot. Clearly, that title shot's gonna be at another pay-per-view or event. No, it ends up being on a Dynamite. So I'm just like, I get it now. Stop thinking it's gonna be a big name. The big name's gonna be saved for the pay-per-view. It's gonna be someone you want to see win, just to give them the spotlight, but not on a pay-per-view.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I should have gone Jungle Boy. That could have been a point for me.
I know. I could have had a point somewhere else either. Also.
Oh yeah, we're getting to that.
All right, next one.
All right, next one. If I'm not mistaken, the match to follow that one was. All right, I'm torn between whether it was the women's title match or the Cody Rhodes match. Does anybody remember?
It was. I believe it was the women's title match. I believe.
Women's title match. Okay, you had my girl is Hikaru Shida come out versus Britt Baker, DMD. For the AEW Women's World Championship. And what ended up being a really good match. I gotta say, I have no issue with Hikaru Shida's work rate is pretty good. I gotta say that.
Yeah, she's
and
really
Britt Baker's no slouch either. Solid work.
Yeah, I thought Shida was gonna win. I mean, even though I had picked Baker, I believe, right? Yeah, I had picked Britt Baker.
Let me see.
It was, and what I mean is
we all picked Britt Baker. Come on.
What I mean is that during the match there were a lot of close calls.
Oh yeah, you know which one got me? I think it was Britt Baker went for a stomp on the chair.
Oh yeah. I remember that spot.
Close to the end of the match, and Sheeta still kicked out, and I said, "Wow." That had me second guessing for a moment. I was like, none of us is about to get a point on this match.
So yeah,
but ultimately, I think Britt Baker won with. Was it a tap out? Did she tap out?
I believe.
She did tap out. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did tap out.
Oh, I don't know how
she
I
tapped
feel
out to
about
the lockjaw.
Yep.
The lockjaw. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like a pinfall win would have been better. There's certain things like tapping out looks weaker, but decent match. I congratulations to Britt Baker. I think it was well past the time they should have pulled the trigger. So well deserved.
Yeah, it was definitely time.
It was a shame though that Hikaru Shida's first match in front of like a major crowd was after having the title for so long to drop it.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Yeah, I mean, talk to Drew McIntyre.
Right? Oh. Yeah, he's going to win it in front of a crowd. It's going to be exciting. Oh. Yeah, right. Anyway, don't forget, we also had Cody Rhodes, and we also had the Sting and Darby Allin match.
Well, yeah. Hold on. We're going to get to the Cody Rhodes match, because I'm sure One Man Band and I both have something to say, but I'll let One Man Band take the floor on that one. You had Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. So, One Man Band, you can go. On yourself.
Yeah, man, listen, like, we talked about this, and I'm gonna reach to the very first episode of AEW Dynamite. If you guys saw it, I know I did, which happened on October 2nd, 2019. If you recall,
20 years ago.
It feels like forever ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes came out and had a very symbolic opening where he came out to the crowd.
Oh, is this the one where he took out a sledgehammer to like a throne?
Yes, that's the one.
And took a shot at Triple H?
Exactly. He took a shot at Triple H, basically saying, like, I'm done with you, and you basically held me down, and you never believed in me, and you were never sold on me, and you buried me every chance I get. Well, how the tables have turned, and how the turntables in this case, because it just seems like Cody Rhodes now, and I like Cody Rhodes, I really do. I like Cody Rhodes. I think he's an amazing wrestler. I think his work rate is great. His promo skills, when he's on point, he is on fire. But this one, I'm sorry, like honestly, he had no reason to win this last pay-per-view and the one before. He had no reason to. Like he's about to have a baby. Him and John Moxley are about to be fathers for the first time. Cody Rhodes is an EVP. To me, he's like the Razor Ramon of AEW right now. He's bulletproof. He can wrestle anybody. He can lose to anybody. It won't matter. Mm-hmm. But he insists. He insists on being Triple H of AEW and go over everybody. There was no reason for him to really go over. I understand the go-go is new, but that's the point. That's the point. Like, give this guy
match.
Yeah, give him a shine. Give the guy a shine. You're gonna be fine, dude. Like, you're gonna be fine. What did you gain from winning this match? You didn't gain anything. And if anything, like, I get, the intro. His intro was amazing. I will give the intro.
With Justin Roberts, father, all that stuff. I was like,
that was great.
Yeah.
I feel like that right there was more than enough of a moment. Even if he would have lost, it wouldn't have mattered. Like
the grandson of a plumber, and the son of a common man.
Yeah. And the father to be the American Dream. He's not even going by Nightmare anymore. He's going by the American Dream. Which I think is a cool callback to his dad, But come on, man! Like he did not need this win. Cody,
you
mentioned
John Moxley. You mentioned John Moxley's going to be a father. But at least he has the sense to lose his match.
Yeah, like come on, man! Like I said, like Cody, I love you, man. I do, I really do. But come on, dude! Like you think about it, man. Like, elevate some of these other guys. Elevate them. Give them a chance. Like I know that you were the TNT champion and you dropped it to the late Brody Lee and all that, But come on, dude. Like, that's all I gotta say.
Hey, look, all those guys who helped start All Elite Wrestling. Look at it. They all have championships. If you look at it now. Except for Cody. Except
Omega,
for Cody.
Young Bucks. Yeah, Cody's like, I don't want the title. I just want to be able to bury everybody. Put like half the roster managing them. I'll still win the match for some reason.
I learned from a good friend of mine.
I think he even uses the sledgehammer, doesn't he? Every now and again.
He probably does.
That's messed up.
I'm like, come on, Cody, what are you doing?
Yeah, man, he didn't.
No, but hold on. There's more of that. There's more of that coming. Because me and Ben weren't the first to get burned by this. There was a second match that did the same exact thing.
All right. What was the next one?
It wasn't the next match though. The next match was actually Miro versus Lance Archer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, who was the idiot that went Lance Archer? Oh, of course, Jay Few.
Oh, come on.
What? I didn't understand that pick. We all were like scratching our head, like, what are you doing?
Wow, that could have been a difference. He would have been the sole champion.
Yeah, he would have won individually by himself, but he had to go with Lance Archer,
Wow.
Some of those Lou, I think you could attest to this. Bold picks don't pay off.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Bold picks do pay off. What are you talking about?
Come on.
All right.
Said the man behind me by 2 points. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'll lay off. But yeah, pretty straightforward match, that one. Miro and Lance Archer slugged it out. Two big guys going at it, and Miro ultimately won with the. He passed out, right?
He passed out.
Yeah, he passed out. Correct.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he had him pass out with the camel clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty standard finish. Finish. Machka. All the way.
Correct.
Soon to be joined by, I'm sure, a very ravishing Russian.
Yeah.
That's in our next segment.
Sure.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk a little bit about that in the next segment.
All right.
Teaser. I like that. Good work. Teasing.
Then we had tease. We tease you with the little itty bits every now and again.
There you go.
Next match, and here we go. Sting and Darby Allin versus
Scorpio Sky and Ethan
Page.
Yep.
And this was in case anyone is wondering why I'm sighing. First off, I picked Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page because Sting already got his win back in a cinematic match, and he is not in wrestling shape.
No, he's not.
So he came out, they did the match, and then the old guy won.
Yeah.
Instead of those two guys who really, yeah, we know why you're thrilled about that, Lou. It would have been the end. It would have been the end of the contest right there.
Yeah.
If Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page won.
I know.
Except for maybe the randomizer. The randomizer actually still had a shot.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
More on that later.
Oh yeah.
Later. But yeah, no, Sting and Scorpio Sky. No, Sting and Darby Allin.
Sting and Scorpio. Yeah.
Darby
Allin. I'm having a weird hybrid team up here.
Yeah.
Sting and Darby Allin won, and essentially that was the match that knocked me out of the scoreboard, and made it so that I couldn't win for the night, no matter what happened. So thank you, Sting. Thank you for that. You couldn't take the L, huh? You couldn't take the L.
Well, it kept me alive, so I'm good. On that one, at least, by then.
Yeah, on that one, yeah. By that point, you were like, all right, woo! All right, next match, which was right before the main event. It was Orange Cassidy versus Kenny Omega versus
Pac.
Anybody remember who the third person was?
Pac.
Who was it?
Pac.
Who?
There you go.
Oh, Pac. Yeah. Pac versus Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy. Which,
yep.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. I don't know. I think that was the best match of the night.
It was.
Except for the ending.
Say, well,
hey, the crowd was behind Orange Cassidy, and it really did look like the randomizer was going to get a point there. I was like, oh man, could you imagine?
Yeah,
that was a good match, man. That was a good match. And
nobody else picked that outside of the randomizer. Nobody picked Pac.
Yeah.
Or Orange Cassidy, except for the randomizer. The randomizer went Orange Cassidy. Everybody else picked Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a point in that match where it really looked like Orange Cassidy might pull it off,
Yep.
and become AEW champion. Like that would have been insane because we all know that Kenny Omega is going through this champion world eater right now. Like every title is mine. He's holding 4 belts right now. He's halfway to Ultimo Dragon status. Whoever halfway to Ultimo Dragon status. So whoever does not know who Ultimo Dragon is, look him up. You will see in WCW Nitro, he would walk out with gargantuan amount of belts. And yes, most recently, Kurt Angle did that too. But anyways, I digress.
And Kenny Omega did hit everyone with the belts that he had.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
spot. I was going to mention that. He kept getting thrown a belt to hit somebody with him. And I was just like, I think it was Pac. He kept hitting Pac with it.
Yeah, that's true. That was pretty good. I was like, holy crap. That's so good. But it was a really competitive match. And Kenny Omega was pretty...
Didn't it end because of Don Callis getting involved?
Somewhat, yeah. It was Don Callis got involved. I think he threw another belt in there.
No, he grabbed the ref. He pulled the ref.
He pulled the ref, and I believe I think the Good Brothers were out there too.
Yeah, they came out also.
And,
yeah,
the Good Brothers showed up as well, and then I think Kenny Omega pulled. He did some kind of like cheap heel win. Got the win. I think he pinned. Did he pin Orange Cassidy?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I think he pinned Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Which honestly I think might sow a little bit more seeds between him and Pac again, because he's gonna be like Pac's gonna be like, you couldn't even pin me in a triple threat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it might very well be that we're gonna be seeing that again. You know, you got to remember Pac has dominated him prior.
Yeah, there was a spot before the end of the match where Orange Cassidy, after Pac hit I think it was his finisher or something, he just threw out Pac and went to steal the pin, and it got really close. It got really close, and I was like, wow, that's some really good storytelling.
Yep.
Extremely. It was crazy.
Yeah, but Kenny Omega with classic Triple H 2003 Evolution style win, where 15 people get involved in the finish.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And there we go. That was the night. Let's wrap it up. Okay, good show.
No, Lou, because we got ourselves the final match, which it would have either been at this point. It would have either been Lou with an undisputed win.
Oh my God!
Pinnacle. You could have walked away with the solid win if Pinnacle won.
Oh man!
I was rooting. I was rooting for Inner Circle despite having picked Pinnacle. So at that point, I'm like, the points don't matter. The points don't matter. I just don't want to be 3 points behind now from the leaderboard.
Yeah,
and,
don't worry. You'll eventually be 3 points behind again. You'll be 3 points behind.
Oh, okay. All right. Look. Just you wait. There's more events coming. It's not even. We're at exactly halfway into the year. So.
Oh, wait. So we were talking before about this. What are the rules of the Stadium Stampede?
From what I can gather, they fight in a stadium. You could get a pinfall at any given point. For some reason, nobody attempted a pinfall for like the first 20 minutes of the match.
Yeah, nobody.
And there were some spots where I'm like, why are they walking away from each other?
Yeah.
I remember there's a spot in the thing where Jack Swagger I think he power bombs.
Wardlow?
Was it? Well, Wardlow. He power bombs Wardlow onto like pallets.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He
and he's just like, he just goes,
yeah.
And then he doesn't go for a pin, and I'm just like, could he have won the match right there and like
probably
didn't do it? And he just didn't do it.
It probably just to incapacitate him. And Jake Hager, by the way, not Jack Swagger.
Yeah, you're right.
Who's that other guy? Who's that?
Yeah, who's that? It was a bad idea from creative. If you guys can remember that callback to that.
Yeah, with the lips. I don't have a speech impediment.
Anyways, but there were quite a few cameos there, if you recall. Number one, there was Urban Meyer, the coach of the Jaguars.
Yeah.
We had a 90s throwback in the form of Conan.
He was DJing. You could tell. Conan's been around a long time. From his days, he was Max Moon in WWF. Arriba la Raza, even though he's Cuban. But he did grow up in Mexico for a long time, so he's more Mexican than anything, I would say now. But he looked good. He looked good being the DJ. You had Tully Blanchard with the cutoff shirt with the
with
Yeah,
FTR.
they all did a shot right before fighting.
They all did a shot. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that spot. But I gotta tell you, the funniest spot for me,
Is it the one I'm thinking of? Is it the one I'm thinking of with the cardboard cutout?
The cardboard cutout was funny, but no. With Shaq Khan,
Come
that
on,
was funny.
It was Tony Khan's dad, a cardboard cutout.
That was funny.
I think Jericho throws MJF into it, and then he picks up the cardboard cutout and rubs
he wipes his forehead like, sorry.
Wipes his forehead like, dude. Like, what are you doing?
That was good. But no. The funniest one, it was a sequence. It was MJF when he grabbed the phone, and he goes, sorry, Chris can't come on the phone right now. He's too busy swallowing his teeth. Bam! He hits him right in the face, and then right after that, Jericho goes right to the table where the megaphone's at, and he just, like, as soon as like MJF is going to grab him, he just goes, ah! I lost it, and then it was so funny, like with him just going with the megaphone, and MJF just goes, ah! That was too good. It was like, look, last year's Stadium Stampede was way funnier. It was way funnier.
Yeah.
Like it was. You had Matt Hardy doing all his personas. And you had the Young Bucks and Jericho, and it was funny. This one was more serious, but it still had its moments, and they were funny moments. Like with them at the dance hall. You had, like I said, MJF sequences.
Mm-hmm.
You had the sequence with Sammy Guevara getting into. Finally, he's the one in the cart instead, and like going after somebody in the cart. That was funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was a bunch of little callbacks from last year that were good. You know, I was happy to see that. And you know, hey, props to Sammy Guevara, man. I gotta say, he pulled off a 630 splash. And to win like that, like the rotation was sick. Like that's impressive to be able to pull a 630. Because I remember back in the days, Juventud Guerrero used to pull a 450 splash, and that rotation looked insane. So for him to do a 630 splash, wow! Like Sammy Guevara, man, like he's a definite like one of the best in the high flying.
Yeah, dude, I gotta say, when he landed on Sean Spears to get the win, it was a perfect 10.
That was good.
Oh.
So yeah, there we go. And those were 3 winners. The one-man band, J-Few, and Big Al.
So, Lou, I got one question for you.
Oh, here we go. The last question?
And I think, and I think one man band can join me on this one too. On this question.
Wait, hold on. Before we get to that, I enjoyed this paper. I enjoyed this pay-per-view. It was pretty fun, and it's so different when you watch a WWE one compared to an AEW one. I hate to have to bring that up, but it was an enjoyable pay-per-view. Every single match. Despite whatever the point system, I still was happy at the end from watching that stuff. So I like what AEW is doing, and keep on. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that sentiment a lot. I'm very glad the inner circle didn't split up. Seeing how over they are, I get it now. I get it now.
All right, go ahead with your last question.
All right. One man band, join me in on this one. Lou, the question is, what have I become now that I've betrayed everyone I've ever loved?
No.
Them all away.
Cut the music. Play the music. Play the other music.
I'm becoming.